Andrew, man, you messed up big time. You predicted the Raiders to win by more than 10 points. You locked it in, and you predicted Adebo as the third of the game. So for that, you get bonus minus 7 points, man.
And now I'm winning. How did Kevin?
Dave!
Dave? Wait, Dave, you're not complaining all of a sudden with his rules?
Whoa.
You sure you don't want to go nuts here with
Dave, you should shut up, man.
Thomas's
Trust me.
weird rules?
I want to know how
complain?
Kevin. I want to know how did Kevin drop so many points?
Oh yeah, he's complaining. I think the fact that Dave is complaining and asking for clarification right now when he's winning, Thomas, you should eliminate him. He should be.
That should be -5.
Automatic.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him minus 5 points next week, I think, for complaining alone.
What are we talking about? I'm not complaining. I'm asking.
You're winning.
A simple
Why are you asking questions?
I'm trying to figure out what is going on. I'm trying to learn the system here.
This is my game.
Exactly.
I'm the king of this game. I make the rules, man.
So my question still stands. How does Kevin have 6 points?
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. If you stop interrupting me, man.
Well,
he can't figure out the bit.
This is Jesus.
Dave hasn't figured out the bit.
Dave is clueless. Dave is clueless.
All right.
Clueless child.
Rule here.
Man, I gave you a bonus 1 point.
What's on second routine here? This is ridiculous. And the people that are listening to this podcast playback are going to be like, oh my God, David, I'm sorry. I feel so bad for you that you have to deal with listening to these idiots.
I don't think they will.
Okay. Here we go, Thomas. You ready? All right, so Thomas, I would humbly submit this. That I fell on the sword. I went down to 0 points so that the Saints could get a win. And I think there's a direct correlation between me picking for the Saints to lose. I'm starting to see this because I've been picking them to win every week, and they keep losing, right? This is the first time I've picked them to lose, and they won. So there's a direct correlation between what I pick and how they perform, and I would humbly submit that you should factor this into your point system. You look, it's up to you. It's your thing. Look, I respect you, but I'm just saying, if you just want to consider the fact that I'm like falling on the sword for the Saints, that's just the thing. But I'm picking.
You see, Dave, Andrew gets it.
Yeah. So
this is the
Ravens 31, the Saints 30. And I'm going to pick them to lose. And look, this is a little bit hijinks. This is a little bit superstition. I picked the Saints to lose last week. It worked, so I'm going with it again. But I will say this. Alontae Taylor had a great game. Nick Underhill hates him for some reason. So I'm going with Nick here. I think Alontae Taylor, he put some things out on tape.
Nick Underhill is going to be a third of the game?
Lamar Jackson is going to see it. He's going to go after it. And Alontae Taylor is going to have one of those rookie moments where he thinks he's good, and there's going to be a rude awakening. He's my turd of the game.
This is wild. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I think Andrew might be pretty intelligent.
Ridiculous.
I can't believe how we're in the handing club here, Andrew. Are very symbiotic. I picked the Saints to lose, even after I picked them to win this last week. The only one to pick them to win. But I'm picking them to lose this week. Ravens, I think, are a good team. I think they're team AFC. So I picked them to lose. I'm stalling here because I'm looking to see.
I'll help you, man.
I know. 17.
No,
okay, I picked the Ravens to win 28-17.
So now that Dave, now that the Saints have committed to Andy Dalton, you don't need the flow chart of Andy, who's the starting quarterback.
It helps.
What
big
time is it? Is it east of the Mississippi?
It kind of helps know who the starting quarterback of your team is going to be. Yes, I don't think that's a ridiculous ask. So yes, I'm picking the Ravens 28-17, just like Andrew, who is 7 points behind me. I am picking Alontae Taylor as the turd of the game. And again, I kind of feel like Andrew feels he's a rookie. He coming off a good game. I think he might get a little too cocky, a little Han Solo cocky. and come back down to earth a little bit.
So the Ravens today, of course, traded for All-Pro linebacker Roquan Smith because, of course, they did, and he'll probably play against the Saints and be amazing. But the funny thing is, the Ravens made the Bears take AJ Klein, who I didn't even realize was still in the league, former Saints linebacker. Here's the thing with this game: Baltimore is pretty good, but their secondary is bad. Even though
Williams is out for the year, right?
Yeah, they're bad. The Saints are gonna, I think, can move the ball. The problem for the Saints is mobile quarterbacks destroy them, and Lamar Jackson is the mobilest of all the mobile quarterbacks, pretty much. I just made up a word. So I think the Saints are going to play really well, but I think it's going to be like Cincinnati, where they're going to play really well. They're going to do everything we want them to do, but freaking Lamar Jackson's going to rip our guts out at the end. 27-23 Ravens. Turd of the game, Honey Badger is going to miss a tackle at a critical point. And
interesting. So far, all of us have somebody in the secondary.
Yeah, secondary.
Turd of the game.
So that's my prediction. Kevin, what do you have?
Picture this.
Oh, here we go.
Fourth quarter. Ravens are up 27-21. It's late in the game. Andy Dalton is actually dinking and dunking and chipping away at that Ravens secondary.
Oh my God, he's going to beat the Saints.
The Saints are moving the ball down the field.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
Dalton connects on a tremendous throw under pressure. To who? Juwan Johnson, of all people.
No.
He snags it. He recovers. As he's coming down, he makes the football move. He secures the ball. And then, bloop!
Oh,
the ball comes loose. The ball comes loose. Juwan Johnson has fumbled the ball. The Ravens recover. They drive back down the field. They kick a field goal to put it out of reach. Ravens 30, Saints 21, turd of the game, Juwan Johnson.
Wow.
Nobody
that took me places.
This is
good.
We're rich tapestry, fellas.
Go.
This is good for
first time this season all of you picked against the Saints, I think.
Wow.
I'm actually feeling pretty good. This actually makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I specifically picked the Ravens so that the Saints would win. And again, Thomas,
same.
Remember this with your scoring system. Just remember that.
The scoring system, it doesn't matter who wins as long as Dave loses. That's the key to the scoring system.
This is what I'm learning. This is hardly seems fair.
So Joey says the Ravens have no weapons.
Life's not
That's
fair,
true.
man.
Bateman's injured.
I mean, Lamar Jackson is kind of a weapon.
Yeah, he is. The tight end.
He's kind of like the entire weapon.
He's kind of a weapon.
Now everybody in the chat is pumped.
They had a taste of him.
Everybody is pumped up that we all went Ravens. They're feeling really good about the Saints in the chat.
I feel like we're gonna get screenshotted like ESPN, where it's like everyone on this Saints podcast picked the Ravens,
right? And they're Saints fans, and
they're Saints fans. Cancel them.
I'm fine with it. I picked against the Saints last week. I said Kamara was going to be shit, and the guy killed it. I love it. I don't care about if
we go 4-5 and Atlanta loses, cancel all of our asses. I'm great with that.
Here's the thing: if the Saints lose, oh wow, I was correct. Woo, bully for me. If I'm wrong, then the Saints win. Everybody's happy.
That's right. Thanks for watching the Saints Happy Hour. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then find us wherever you get your podcast. And finally, go to saintshappyhour.com and become a patron of the best Saints podcast on earth.